Alright, so here we have another game that I'm going to play as Legion Commander. I think this is the first game I played Legion Commander on the channel. I'm not sure. Which has been getting a bunch of flack lately because people jungle with her quite often. Which is not very good. Level 1 jungle LC is not the strongest. But I actually go offlane LC this game, and I think that it's actually the best place to play her. Safe lane LC is good, but that relies a lot on you to snowball, which I do this game, but you know, if you don't, it gets you in a bad position. So starting item build here, I go tangos for regen, mango because the extra health regen is really nice to sustain against a lane that's not going to be particularly strong. I mean, I'm going to get, what, Witch Doctor, Spectre most likely? Maybe Roaming Bounty Hunter, but whatever. And then I get a Stout Shield because yay, and I get a Ring of Protection because I want to go for a Ring of Bazzi so that I can stay in lane longer and spam my Q, which is the easiest way for me to get last. It also makes sure that it's harder for Spectre, who doesn't have very much HP, to stay in lane if I can get 2 hero and a creep wave arrows, whatever it's called. Overwhelming odds? No. Yeah, overwhelming odds. Nice. So I blocked the pull camp there with a ward. It gives me pretty good vision. It means that if Tusk does rotate in, or even Bounty Hunter, who's not going to be necessarily invis the whole time. I'm really afraid of getting casked here, but it doesn't happen anyway. So if Bounty Hunter comes in, or Tusk, I can usually see them because they're going to TP in and come through the woods there. They're probably not going to come from the top lane. There's a fight down bottom, and our safe lane OD ends up dying. I don't really know where the hero fits anymore, but the guy I was playing with plays OD, and he was convinced it's safe lane, or a safe lane hero. I don't actually know. So, what really this lane boils down to is staying in range for experience, because I want to get a quick 6 so I can really pick off heroes with my ultimate. With the burst damage we have from OD, Quap, and Lion, I guess, and the heal from this Omni Knight, we have quite a bit of damage to pick heroes off. And here Spectre just takes some unnecessary last hit. She picked up an item. I don't remember what it was though. This one actually goes quite well for me. My skill build is a little bit strange. I'm not sure if this is optimal, but especially in a lane like this where overwhelming odds, it doesn't actually, or burst the attack doesn't do that much. I mean, it obviously gives you the attack speed, but there's nothing really for me to purge here, and it's not a very efficient heal at low levels. So I'm not going to level it up very early. Overwhelming odds lets me harass this Spectre and get free last hits that I wouldn't be able to get otherwise. And counterattack, Moment of Courage. Make sure that I can jungle. If my lane goes horribly, I can always fall back, which is a very good thing. Again, I don't think that level 1 jungling is something that should be done on LC. I think it can be done on LC, just not very efficiently. You know, Reddit memes, whatever. So Witch Doctor Misk at this point, I think he goes to Rune this game. I think that's what he's been doing. Oh, he just comes to attack me. Unless I missed it. Oh no, he might have gone to Rune, but messed it up. And then I really want to get this kill, and I end up committing for it and dying, but I do get it, I believe. Yeah, so I get it and I end up dying. But I get my boots before I die, and I get a kill, which is worth it. In a 2v1, I think that this is a worthy trade. Especially considering that I'm level 4 at 3 minutes. That's a really good thing. If I take a look at this, yeah, see, like I'm the same level as our safe laners. And this, oh yeah, this Spectre goes Iron Talon, which is okay. Spectre needs the help last hitting. Her base damage is really abysmal. So I pull the wave back. I should have pulled. Oh yeah, I do pull the wave back here. Make it safer for me to last hit. Probably should have delayed that longer. At this point, there's a pretty big divergent in whether or not that big of a divergent, but just a change in what item I get first. I either go treads first or blink digger first, depending on if I think I can get a kill without treads, or if I think that I'm under a lot of pressure, like to die. They have a lot of burst damage. Getting treads early means that I'm not going to give up any duels, ideally, and it means that it increases efficiency, obviously. But if I have a really good lane like I do this game, it's very tempting for me to go Blink Dagger because it means that I can move around the map a lot earlier and wreak havoc, giving my other cores a better chance. Which is this. I do not play LC as a one position very often. I think that she's much better suited to playing that initiator role, like old Nip did with Jonas and Van. And as you can see, Overwhelming Odds does a ridiculous amount of damage, which lets me push lanes and also put out a lot of harass. It means that staying in lane for this Witch Doctor and the Spectre is a lot harder.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Nice try.
So 5 minutes, I'm second on the last hit chart, only to the Spectre, which is unfortunate. I thought I would be able to push out a lot more, but I guess not. And I do end up going for my treads first this game. I considered going blink, but at 5 minutes, I wasn't close enough for me to really think that it was worth it, particularly with the last hit chart, or the graphs here. Slight advantage in experience, slight advantage in gold, but nothing meaningful at this point. Co-op's doing okay in the mid lane. I don't know who was their mid laner. I guess Tusk was. But he's getting crushed, which is expected against a queen. This added hard camp by the Secret Shop is a pretty big boon to offlane LC. Any hero that normally falls back to the jungle means that you can stay in lane a lot longer, because you don't give up that much. You don't give up as much by staying in lane, farming that camp when it's up, and when it's too dangerous for you to farm your own lane, which put a little more pressure on the safe laner. So I get my treads here. I think I might end up dying. No, I don't. Lion's got a good TP in here. Get a bunch of last hits, which is really awesome. And I put some pressure on this Spectre. I believe Spectre makes the right choice. She picks up a stick. Yeah, she does, which is a really good choice against this build. Really good heal here. I get a lot of support from my Lion and my Omni Knight. Omni Knight was slaying me there for going forward for that kill, but it's totally worth it, regardless, even putting myself in danger. And he had enough mana to do something anyways. Whether it was heal or repel, it doesn't really matter. Ow. Just punched my keyboard. So it's 7 minutes. I've now fallen behind on last hits, but I do have 2 kills, and our OD is caught up quite a bit because I forced this bounty hunter to rotate off the lane. It's too scary for them to just leave me alone up here. And now that I'm 6, it means that I have the potential to get quite a few pickoffs, which I do here. I actually don't end up getting the dual damage because our queen missed the scream originally, but that's okay. We can still get the kill. Tusk TP's in here, really good rotate. Really ridiculous hero. And the Witch Doctor's maxing heal, I think? Yeah. No, he's not. He just has 1 point to it. It's just such a value skill. Our co-op gets out. I think our Lion dies? They just both die. Oh man, what a disaster. Nearly a catastrophe, but co-op lives. Banner goes back in. He's not level 6 yet. Yeah, he's only level 4, so we're fine. Let's pick up some dust because Banner is a really annoying hero. And there's no reason not to help out your core or your supports. We have no wards. I probably could have bought some wards, but I didn't. Again, staying up here and making sure that they can't get this free early tower, which would really help this Spectre get her Radiance a lot earlier, if that's what you end up going for. Means that our OD has more chance to get ahead, and that hero definitely needs to be ahead to do anything useful. You can't see it, but you can hear Spectre farming that large camp, which is a really good choice. Our Lion wants to go for a kill, but there's really no point. So he TP's mid, and I just farm. I probably should have just been farming the hard camp. My hard camp, not theirs, at this point. With a number of heroes off the map, it's a little bit scary for me to be here. Tusk really has the ability to come out of nowhere. And with the stun from Witch Doctor, a little scary, but Bounty Hunter was dead, so I wasn't too worried. Spectre now has a Vanguard. I don't think he has any boots, though. No, he doesn't have boots, which is a little bit... It's a weird pickup, but I understand. We are a fairly physical damage team. No, we're not. It's just me. But Vanguard's a pretty popular pickup. Gives you the HP, I guess. Not sure it's something I would have gone for this game, but maybe I think maybe the Treads Earn build that that Slasher popularized would be really good here, but maybe not. He pops his ultimate. I thought we might have been able to get a kill there, but he wisely hops out and he goes bottom on this OD. I TP in thinking maybe I can save him. It doesn't end up working, but I get a duel off somewhere here. Tread swap, get that efficiency, yo. And we got a 2-for-1, which is fine. They did force a lot of TPs out of us, but I believe we ended up just taking this tower. I'm very low on mana at this point, but with my Bassi turned on, we can really apply pressure to this tower. It's a very underrated pushing item at lower MMRs, I believe, anyways.
Make them fear the heavy Omni Knight.
Sorry. So at this point I just want to commit to farming to make sure I can get my Blink Dagger. This is a free duel here off the dust. We're a little bit of danger here, but we have a decent amount of heal, and with my press the attack I can really purge and heal someone, which I do now. I didn't get the swap there. I probably should have gotten a tread swap. Eat my mango. I want to go on this. I don't have the duel for another 30 seconds, so it's a little unfortunate. And there's a really... you get wrecked by a cask here and a really good ultimate, but I just commit for this. I do end up dying, I believe. I get my Blink Dagger before I die, which is really the important part. If I had bought it at the side shop, I would have been able to live. Maybe blink into the trees, but it still would have been pretty iffy. So we can take a look here at the graphs.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
So they have a slight advantage after that team fight, and they've been farming a little bit better after our early ahead. Our co-op's been rotating a lot and hasn't gotten enough done, I don't think, to justify how much she's been rotating, but it's probably going to be fine. The hero can catch up quite easily. I really wanted to duel that guy, but we do end up getting the kill anyways. There's a lot of heroes here with a really good ult from Omni, though. We're not in any danger. At this point, we just want to be back. As Omni tries, I think he misclicks inside the shards. So this they overcommit, and there's a really good OD ult that comes in, I think. Yeah, they just totally commit for this, and we get a very big team wipe here. And at this point now, we just want to push this wave. So keeping in line with what I want to do this game, really, my goal here is to just not carry us into the late game, but to make sure that our mid game is strong enough that our OD and our QoP can really secure their items. So I decided to go Desolator. It gives me the tower push, and it makes sure that I can blow up heroes that I catch out individually before they can TP rotate, which they have a really good rotate with Witch Doctor and Bounty Hunter and Tusk. They somehow just... I don't have a duel here. I really wanted to just stay here and get the duel, but it doesn't end up happening. And the Maledict is really annoying, because it means I can't blink. But at this point, there's no reason for us to overstay our welcome, so we just want to back up here and move across the map. I go top, there's a free lane, I want to get that tower, and I know that some heroes just TP'd bottom, so I feel like it's fairly safe. And even so, with Treads and Blink and my Purge, it means that I'm fairly safe. Not super safe, but fairly safe.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
On top of the net worth chart, 7 kills, 6 assists, only 3 deaths. I don't have that many last hits, but because I've been making so many things happen around the map, I'm getting a lot of gold from them, and I'm always in the team fights, so that's always helpful. One thing where this build does really struggle is if your team doesn't have any team fight, without max and press to attack, you really lack damage to get instant duel wins. Unless you go on swishy targets, which they don't have that many of. It's really only the Witch Doctor, and if he has his heal on, then he's not that squishy. And with the save potential from Tusk Snowball, it's not super... I'm not feeling super confident.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So at this point, we see them TPing in. There's no real reason for me to be here, so I want to invade the jungle. But my team really wants to fight, but I convinced them otherwise. Yay! With their 2 tier 1s down the bottom half of the map and none of ours, we have decent map control, but without being able to take over their jungle, because they still have a standing tier 1 top, there's no real reason for me to stay in their jungle. We take a bad fight bottom, but we only lose 1 hero, which is fine. Our QoP made some questionable play this game. I don't think that he really counted on their catch. With Tusk, or with Snowball and Track and Spectre ulti, they have a lot of catch. I mean, even Centaur ulti, I guess. I still have dust on me. I probably could at this point started buying some wards. We're lacking them, and they're very important with all that they pick off, and my desire to pick off heroes. I want to be able to really catch people out. So they overcommit here, and I'm very confident we can win this team fight. So here I want to pull Tusk as far back as I can into our team, so he has further to get out, and really the rest of their team needs to commit as well. I want to duel this Witch Doctor because we don't have that many stuns. I wanted to make sure that ulti stopped. I get a dust off here on the Bounty Hunter. I want to kill this the Sigil because it's slowing me down. And I'm tracked here. I really want to purge it, so I'm not significantly slower. Get another kill on the Tusk here. It's a 2 for 1. And our OD returns after going back to base. And just dies.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
So as you can see, I'm not really spending that much time farming. I don't have any dust. I really wanted to go on that, but I didn't have any dust on me.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I'm not spending that much time farming. I'm spending most of it with my team or finding pickoffs. And if I am farming, it's on their side of the map.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
It means they need to be afraid, even if they feel like they're safe. Spectre is not a very good carry at this point, and even though she did go what I think is a pretty decent build this game. The Vanguard Diffusal means that she can fight a lot earlier. It's still a little bit iffy. She isn't that good early, and their other cores, specifically their Tusk, is lacking a lot of damage because he has no items. Even though the hero excels with very little farm, and that's why he's so popular as an offlaner or even as a support. Still, if you're going to put him in the one position or in the mid lane, you need to really take advantage of what he can offer you. So pick up my Desolator and some Dust here. I want to take down this tier 1 so we can really invade their jungle and make them feel scared, trap them inside. The Spectre is doing a very good job actually of managing the threat and still being able to get some farm. Really good job actually. But as you can see here, I mean, I'm 2,000 net worth ahead of my mid laner and their safe laner. I guess not quite that much, but you get the point that even with a decent lane, I mean, Witch Doctor Spectre can't really do that much against me, but even with an R8 off lane, you can still really cause a lot of damage with this hero. And I didn't want to commit to that. I didn't know if we had the damage to kill, but with them coming in, I'm a little worried. I get the duel off here and he just dies. He doesn't have any farm. Another good, probably unnecessary ulti from Omni Knight. That's another value of getting the Diffusal Blade. You can purge Omni Knight spells. I get slowed here by the dagger because I walk into it like an idiot, but I don't think it would have mattered. Diving behind the tier 1's a little bit scary. My team does it anyways. Oh no, they don't. They cancel it because our lion dies. And they see another hero TPing in. But here we go. Another fight. Get that a heal. It gets purged, unfortunately, but another good ultimate there. A good 3-for-1. It's unfortunate that our Witch or our OD had to die. I don't think if you had gotten diffuseled before I gave him the press the attack, he might have survived. It was very close. Because now with my Desolator, I can do a lot of damage to towers. That Bounty Hunter just overextends like an idiot. And they're pretty upset at this point. I would be too. The game is really hard. This game is very difficult at this point in time for them. So 21 minutes. I have a lot of farm. Nearly 10k net worth and only 90 last hits with 9 kills, 11 assists. It's really all about being in the right place at the right time and making sure that you use your kit as effectively as possible, because Elsie does have a great kit. Her stats are fairly weak, and her base attack time is really atrocious, which is one of the biggest issues with her, but you can counter that out by building attack speed or just by using press the attack at optimal times, which is kind of the point. I know that's warded. I think that's warded. I'm not sure if it actually is, but I saw Centaur go up there and potentially ward it, so I know that they probably know that I'm here, but that's okay. I'm not too scared. And we can catch this guy out. A little bit aggressive with the Finger of Death from the Lion. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the game, with Quap and Lion, we do have a lot of burst damage. It makes this a lot easier for me to just really secure duels. One of the reasons why I didn't go eggs this game is that I didn't build to be able to just 1v1 their carry. I just wanted to be able to wreak havoc in team fights and make sure that they needed to focus me instead of this OD or the Quap. So they're all going for a tier 1 bottom, so I just want to commit on this tower here. With my Desolator and press the attack, I do a lot of damage to towers. So we get a free tower, and they're still chasing bottom. I guess it's not technically free, but I mean, we lost 2 for a 23-minute racks. This is a trade that I can take any day. Which our Quap is incredibly happy about. So is our OD. Let's see, there we go. 20 minutes,
Radiant's bottom
and we have Laner Axe down, and they traded it for a tier 1 and 2 kills. That's absolutely what we wanted to do here. I'm closing in on my AC, which is it's really good, especially with an OD on our team. His passive, or his orb, now stills in every attack, so building attack speed on him is good, but you still need the int to be able to use his ult effectively. So yeah, being able to help him out with that, with price to attack and with Assault Cuirass, it makes the hero a lot stronger. I see they're coming for me. I think maybe the Bounty Hunter saw me? I'm not sure. I felt like they were coming for me though. I might have been texting here. There's a fight down here. We take, and it goes okay. I see this Witch Doctor wanting to come in and get a really big ultimate off, so I position myself so that I don't get hit by the stun and can still cancel his duel, or his ultimate here with a duel, so that he couldn't wreck us. And I get dust off here, and we get another kill. Unfortunately, I couldn't save our OD, or our OD. And within a blink, we can get a kill, which is great. I want to pick up my Assault Cuirass. I'm actually a little bit hesitant to get rid of my Bassi, because it does give me so much, not so much mana regen, but the only mana regen that I have, and LC is a very mana dependent hero. A lot like old Ursa. New Ursa, you can't really go sheepstick, but in theory, you could definitely just use your ultimate as an initiation tool and go blink sheep. Would be alright. Drop my Bassi, pick up my AC, pick up my Bassi, blah blah blah. I'm bad at courier micro. Bad at microing anything. Take a quick look here at the charts. You have a pretty big advantage. 14k gold, oh man, 10k experience. So while we're ahead, we're not, crushingly ahead at this point. 10k at 25 minutes, that's actually a pretty big deal, but they could definitely easily come back in this, especially with a Bounty Hunter and a Spectre. It is always something you need to be aware of, that Spectre can really just out-carry almost anyone in the game. And she goes Blade Mail, which is a great pickup against me. And having no mana here, I'm a little bit scared, but I know that I have help from my OD and my Omni-Knight. Really good silence there, means that he couldn't follow up. And we got a GG Boots, which means that I have a little bit more mana left, and I know that there's a Tusk hanging out over in these trees here. And he's right there. I actually wanted to blink on that. But I missed it. I got hit by the ice shards before I could blink. I didn't have duel there. I thought I did, but what are you gonna do? And there, Tusk is up again. He ends up dying. Oh no, he doesn't. I end up dying. Yeah, that's a weird block. I don't understand how shards work most of the time. So I'm not top of the net worth chart, which is awesome. But as you can see, they're picking up some pretty big items. The Deck and 5-1 Bounty Hunters are a pretty big deal, and the Aghanims on Witch Doctor can really ruin our team fight if he gets a good cask, and they have enough lockdown with the Centaur and Tuskar that if we get caught in a really bad position, we can definitely lose. And we totally overextended that fight. We overstayed our welcome. We thought we'd get another Rax, and it just didn't quite happen. I'm going to pick up a gem here, give us some map control, and also take care of this Bounty Hunter and the Tusk that keeps coming on us with his Shadow Blade. Make sure we don't get scouted. That's really how we end up dying or losing this game, is if we get caught out in a really bad position and they have a great team fight. We can definitely still lose that, and we can take a look at the charts now after that team fight. See, like, another fight or two of those, and we're back at even, and that's something very scary. With Bounty Hunter, the swings can just be so quickly. It just happens so quickly. With no blink here, I can't really go on this. I can't really fit through, so I wait here until the shards go away, Another great ultimate there from Omni-Knight. Want to focus down this Witch Doctor so the ultimate doesn't kill me, and then because I have the gem, I can finish that kill up. And as you can see, because we had such a good position there with the high ground advantage, we were really able to take that fight. Our team was screaming at us here to go for the racks, but Odie would not have been able to. So even with stopping off for the Aegis there, I think that I can probably still get a melee racks, and I believe that I end up being correct.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I didn't tread swap, minus efficiency. So with the AC and the Deso, I really just cream through these buildings.
Dire's middle
Because AC does provide minus damage to nearby buildings. Obviously. So with the Aegis and my team coming in, I'm not too scared of dying here. I probably am less scared than I should be, but I died to that Maledict proc, which is well done here. I want to go on this bounty hunter, I think. It's my original plan. I couldn't see this Witch Doctor for the life of me. He was just out of my vision and I just couldn't find him. And I really want to get this duel off here. Pops the smoke there accidentally, I think. I don't really know. See this Tusk, and I want to fight him, but he punches me and I get slowed, and I really wanted this kill, and I think I might overcommit here. No, I don't. I just go for the Rex. No things to bounce to. This is fine. At this point, I'm okay with dying from mega creeps. 30-minute mega creeps, they can't come back from this. So we can turn the volume down here, and we can talk about this a little bit. So this is another way to play LC. I don't actually think that jungle LC is unviable if you know what you're doing. Most people don't. I don't know how to maximize it, but I think in theory you could. I just don't really know how it works. But this really gives you the option to force heroes to play around you and open up the space for your team, which is, if you haven't noticed, is a lot of the heroes that I really enjoy playing. Had a lot of kills this game. Don't know if it actually matters that much, but I think more importantly is that I opened up the space for our Old Devourer, who had a fairly tough laning stage to come back and be able to do a lot of right-click damage, which I think is his new place in the game. He's much less magic burst and much more magic or physical damage. Well, physical right-click damage, I should say. He is still magic damage from his orb, but it is a lot of right-click damage. Our Quap was really a non-factor this game. Didn't even hit level 16, which is pretty abysmal. As you can see, I really took off. I really took off in net worth and XP per minute compared to everyone else. So that's my way of playing LC. I think that it's good, especially with how many people like to run 2-1-2s now. There are very few dual lanes that can really zone out an LC entirely, and with the new hard camp, the Offlane, and the potential for side pulls, there are a lot of different options for you to be able to get farm while still staying in lane and making sure you protect that tower and force a little bit of pressure on the enemy carry. I think the Spectre actually played an amazing game given what happened in the lane and how non-impact some of their heroes were. I mean, this Tusk really didn't do anything all game. He had a lot of assists because he was in a lot of team fights, but I never felt like he he took over. If maybe one or two more kills, one or two more team fights with that bounty hunter, and maybe Spectre would have been able to get just that one extra level of item and really make sure that we couldn't dominate as early as we had. Because had this game gone another, maybe 10 minutes, I don't think that I would have been able to outcarry the Spectre, and no one else on my team would have had the farm to be able to really hold a candle to her. But as dominant as this game appeared, I think in reality it could have gone a very different way. So yeah, Elsie's actually one of my favorite heroes to play, and it's sad to see her get flamed so much because people don't know how to jungle. Thanks for watching, or not. Later.